Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. Today's video is going to be a craft desk that I built for a customer. So jumping right into it, you see me drawing it in my CNC machine. They had actually found these plans online, and so they sent me the plans, and then I just went from there. So you can see my CNC machine had just freshly got done cutting one of the sheets out. And then so the next step is I drill all the pocket holes first. I actually trusted these plans, and for the most part, they went pretty good. There was I think one issue that I had to go back and fix, but I put pocket holes. So this is the shelf that will be on the sides, and so I put pocket holes. This is the inside of the desk that would be pointed up, and then you see me putting the long shelf, one long shelf on the bottom, one long shelf in the middle, pocket holes and glue. And then while I have a second, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. My channel's growing quicker than I thought it would. So if you can please just subscribe, like the video, comment below other future videos that you'd like to see. Thank you. And so once I got these pocket holes in, on the bottom shelf, I just laid the board down that I was going to put in between the shelves as it was. And just so I knew, exactly where these were going to go. And, instead of trying to get a level to get these exactly right, like I said, I had already cut these pieces from the plans. If you want these plans, comment below, and you can inbox me your email address, and I'll send them to you. Like I said, the customer sent them to me, so I'll gladly, if you want to drop a comment below, I will send you the plans via email. And so once I got the bottom shelf on, went ahead and done the middle shelf, make sure I put pocket holes on the bottom to connect it into the middle piece, and also through the, you see the top there, that will later connect the outsides. You can always come back and put nails on the outside or whatnot and fill them in. I just choose not to do that. And so once I got this step done, that same step is just repeated again for the other side. And so once I got those shelves in, it was time to do, so those pieces that I showed you that I laid out to pretty much align the shelves. So I went and put those in. As you can see in the picture, the thumbnail picture, it shows that there's pretty much like a shelf, an open shelf in the middle. And so I just put one of these boards on this side, and then on the outside as well, and then on the back side to kind of make this a full cubby. And like I said, so I'm only doing one side here. The other side is exactly the same as this side is. And then so the top piece, I don't think I videoed the top piece, but the top piece is just thinking to be like something like a 60 by 48, just a big piece of birch is what I cut it out of, make sure everything was smooth. I didn't have to make the top, use my CNC to cut all that out as well. Okay, once I got that done, so you can see I done the bottom little shelf on the top, and then so this same process I've done the top, the bottom on both of these sides. Make sure I have the outside, and then I've flipped around and done the inside as well. Okay, then I used a little bit of glue, and then of course pocket holes there. And then so like I said, that finishes pretty much the base of the craft desk. And so here, it's a pretty long part of the video that I'm doing the face. So the face is each side. So if you're sitting at the desk, the left and the right side, this is what this is. And it's just a bunch of 1.5 inch pitches of pine that I cut up into strips and kind of overlay the outsides of the desk. And then the front is the exact same. Like I said, everything in the plans that they sent me gets you to this point, and then you can kind of, like I said, you could follow this video from there to finish this up and so on. Okay, fast forwarding on to the next section. So this is the front part of the trim. Same exact steps as the last half was. A bunch of 1.5 inch pieces that are glued and screwed together, pocket holes, and then eventually the pocket holes from the craft desk to hold all of this on. So this is almost the same steps. Like I said, you could play with it, however you want it. If you're building this, or if you just enjoy me watching, if you enjoy watching me build the things, then like I said, I'm an open book when it comes to, if you want to ask questions below, I'll try to answer them the best I can. But like I said, this is the other side of the trim. once I got all of that done, it was 2, obviously 1 for each side, so there's 4 pieces total, 2 of the exact same ones on each side. And so I laid the top down. I had already stained the top itself because they wanted the top to be a darker shade compared to the sides. And so I stained the top, polyurethane the top once, flipped it over on its top, and as you can see in the top, you see all those pocket holes that are along the side. You see me using the screws now to put them in. And so I just use my foot, step down on the top to make sure that it's flat against the concrete. You could also use a clamp here, put it on the side, however. And then the trim pieces that I just put together in the previous segments, I use those. I go ahead and screw that, attach it to the top. I do these 2 sides and then do the other 2 sides. And then I come back and I take the whole box and I set the box down inside of the craft desk, which you'll see here in just a minute. And pretty much it's done at that point. You know, after that, I don't like to watch other people stain and paint things, so I don't particularly do it in my videos. But like I said, if you want me to go through the whole staining process, show a video of how I stain it, sand it, clear it, sand it again, you know, all those steps, you know, I find that boring, but yeah, you know, so this is for me, it was a pretty simple craft desk. It was just another one of these random projects that a previous customer that's been with me for a few years now asked for. So, and so, yeah, so like I said, I sat that inside, sat those 2 side cabinets inside of there. This is obviously still flipped upside down. And then come back, put all those pocket holes in. You see the pocket holes if you zoom in there. You see them on that open shelf. There's some on the inside of that cabinet, and everything fit just as it should. So again, if you're new to the channel, I'm trying to make a video or 2 a week. Thank you.